Trying to. This is crazy. I can never get this to go horizontal. Was it horizontal? I can't. At least 1 minute of video is needed. Oh, it says at least 1 minute of video to start the highlight. I don't know how to do this, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sideways. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I'm sideways. I'm sideways, guys. I gotta fix it or I gotta log out. I'm sorry. This ain't the first time this happened. It's not the first time. It's not the first time. It's not the first time. First time. Yeah, you see? I'm sideways. I don't know how to get it to. I don't know how to get it. I thought I hit the button the first in the beginning. I turned it sideways, but I don't know what's going on. Let's try this. How do I turn it around? I'm going to try something, guys. Hold on. No, cancel. So how do you turn it sideways? Highlight save to your channel. How do you turn it sideways? Oh, let's do this one. I don't know what that means. Let's try that. Did it work? Nope, it didn't work. Nope, it's not working. I don't know. It's not letting me turn it sideways. So I'll just do this then. There you go. I'll just do that. Oh, this is crazy. Let's try that. We'll do that. All right. There we go. I'll just keep it like that because in the beginning before I hit live, I put it on landscape mode, but then when I hit live, it's on portrait mode. So I don't know what's going on. Let me see if you can hear me. Yep, you can hear me. You hear me fine. Like my new glasses. I don't need them on though. But you got my coffee. There's 10 people here already. Wow. Of course, it's nobody I know because they would have said hi already. Me looking sharp? Yeah, right. Let me tell you. That's why I've been single since 2018. How you doing, Drew? What the hell? How do I do this? I don't know. So what's up, people? I wanted to come on live because it's a rainy day. It's not always sunny in Philadelphia. It's a rainy day right now. And hey Jen. I'm not doing nothing today. I have no plans, especially when it's raining. But I was yesterday. I was gonna go to the museum for the to the oldest residential street in America. It was $3 to get in. It's open on the weekends. At this time of the year, it's open on the weekends. And between 12 and 4 on Sunday was open yesterday. I was this close from going, this close. But something came up. So I didn't go. Wait a minute. I mean, if you guys want to, for the time being, until I do my video, if you guys want to check it out, go to the Philly Captain's channel. He did like 3-4 videos on it. He was down there with his family. He was down there by himself. But if you go to YouTube and Google oldest residential street in America, or just put Philadelphia, and it'll take you to the videos on that street. And if you want to watch videos on it until I do mine, you know, and then go from there. I was in Kensington. I did a drive-by video. I believe it was Thursday or Friday. And the video is still on my camera and my vlogging camera. I didn't even look at it. As soon as I came home, I put the camera down, and I haven't touched my camera since. That's how busy I've been this weekend. There's 2 videos. One video is me, you know, circling around, and the second video is me leaving, talking to you guys. But I'm gonna put one of them up probably today. As soon as I get back, I'm gonna start editing the first one so I can have a video for you guys. You know, riding around Kensington. The video when Ashley and I in Kensington, I don't know when we're gonna do it. I guess it's up to her really, because you know we got a better chance doing it than if I say let's go. We have a better chance doing it if she says let's go, because once she says let's go, I got to take that opportunity, because there's not too many opportunities like her when she says let's go now, you know. So I got to wait on her. Once she's ready, she's ready. But I'm parked in front of this Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't think my Wi-Fi Xfinity is going to work right here. Obviously, it's working because I'm talking to you guys. On my phone, it's on, but sometimes it's not strong enough for the live on YouTube. And sometimes it doesn't work. So then I have to put my hotspot on, which I don't like doing because it wastes my hotspot. Are you drinking your coffee? Because you are watching Cafe con Mike. So I hope you're drinking your coffee. To all my peeps in New Orleans, Minnesota, Indy, Florida, California, can't forget about California, Texas, yay, Maryland. Yes, can't forget about you guys, especially New Orleans. I love me some New Orleans. Jen, Elijah's waiting to meet you. I told him how we was going to meet up at the Reading Terminal one day to meet you. And he was happy. He was excited. But he doesn't talk about it no more. I guess he forgot. But I don't bring it up no more. Well, I guess he forgot. But I remember when I told him he was happy. He likes the Reading Terminal. He loves to go there. He really does. I can't believe it. how a little kid that small loves to go to a place like that. You would think at his age he wants to go to like a Chuck E. Cheese or something, you know, or a carnival. No, he likes the Reading Terminal. I don't know why. Maybe he likes food. I don't know. No, it can't be that. He doesn't like food. The kid's picky with food, man. I'm telling you. He won't try new foods. Like he'll look at it and say, "I don't think I like that." He won't taste it. Hey guys, I had to ask you if you saw this documentary on Netflix. It's old. It came out last year, but the incident happened in 2007. I think. Wait, no, 2015, 2016. It's called Take Care of Maya. Did anybody see that? Take Care of Maya documentary on Netflix? Take Care of Maya. Did anybody see that? I'm waiting on you, Jen. I'm waiting on you. Jen, so you watched it? Sometimes I'm late in these things, but I watched it yesterday for the first time. Listen, it's okay for a man to cry. It's okay for a man to admit it, you know? It's just an expression of his true feelings. Man, I was in tears, man. When I watch something by myself, I can cry like a baby. But if there's people in the room, nah, I hold it in. But as she went out to the gallery, well, the fashion district, it used to be called the gallery. She went to the fashion district in Center City to buy her son some clothes. And Elias went, her girlfriend went. And so I was by myself. And I started watching it, man, I was in tears, man. I couldn't believe what they did to this lady. You know, they to the brink of suicide. I mean, you know, it's just sad. If you all didn't watch it, it's called Take Care of Maya. It's on Netflix. It is so sad what a government, a city can do to a family. And what's sad about it is it's not an isolated case. It's not an isolated case. It's going on across America in every state, you know. But there's a lot of things that the documentary doesn't tell you. You know, Jen, did you know she was sexually abused by one of the doctors? There's a criminal case pending. Did you know that? That's why you got to watch the trial. I watched the trial. A lot of things going on. In the documentary, one of the social workers admitted that she had her on her lap, hugging her. It was more than hugs. It was also kisses. You know, the documentary don't tell you that part. And the sexual abuse by one of the doctors. The documentary don't mention that either. But yeah. Good morning, Cynthia. How you doing? Yeah. So after I watch, every time I watch a documentary, you know, it's a true story. Documentaries are true, or a movie that is a true story. After the movie, I always go on YouTube and I Google their names and I Google the story to get more information, because a lot of times the movies don't tell you everything. You know, documentaries sometimes don't tell you everything. So I start doing my homework on YouTube and I read up on the case. I listen to it. You know, there was more than what the documentary told you. I think the documentaries probably has said 95% of what happened. That was like the saddest thing ever. Like, you know, their family, husband and wife, son and daughter, living the American dream, white picket fences, retired, chief of the fire. You know, he was a firefighter. He was a chief, retired, has plenty of money in the bank, beautiful house, husband and wife in love, children healthy and beautiful. One of the child got sick, had this RPRS, something, whatever it was called, some kind of disease that they didn't find until the 90s. It happens to young children where the slightest touch of their body can feel like a ball of fire. And she was getting lesions all over her body and stuff like that. And right away, it's child abuse, medical neglect abuse, they called it. And then, they were blaming the mother for Munchausen syndrome by proxy, whatever it's called. And they were keeping her away from seeing her daughter. The father can see her, but not the mother. And the day she took her life, she was just sick of it. They were treating her like a criminal. They were treating her like a criminal. They won't let her talk to her daughter. They suspended her phone time with her daughter, all kinds of stuff. And her last ditch effort, she asked her lawyer to request a hug in the courtroom from her daughter, and the judge wouldn't allow it. And she couldn't take it anymore. She went home and hung herself. She hung herself. Sad. 5 days later, 5 days after she hung herself, they released the father back to the. They released the daughter back to the father. So, and it's very sad. I was like, it's, as a parent, I can see that happening to me or to you, because when it comes to family services, children's services, if we take, that's why a lot of people, like, if your child is in a yard playing on the swing and falls and breaks their arm, some families are scared to take their child to the hospital because it's always their word against yours. You know what I mean? If they expect that you did that, you're going to lose your child, So a child can break their arm from falling off a swing or from a parent doing it. You know what I mean? And right away, if you're not dressed right, if you're not the right color, if you don't have the right words, if just anything, if they suspect you, they'll call services and they'll believe them over you. And now next you know, you got to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on lawyers and court fees and all this kind of stuff just to try to get your child back for something that you're being accused of that you didn't do. And it's just very frustrating. Her name was Beata. She was a Polish descent. I can relate to her because I'm a parent. I know how I would feel if that happened to me. Maybe I won't take it that far as killing myself because, I think she was a little selfish because she had a son that was 2 years younger than her daughter. So to me, she was being a little selfish, not thinking about her youngest child. He also needs his mother. It's just sad. Some people just can't take it no more, man. They just want to go to sleep and never wake up again. And it's sad. It really is. It's very emotional. I was in tears. I couldn't believe I kept wiping my eyes. My glasses were getting all wet. It was crazy, man. So remember, guys, whoever wants to watch it, it's called Taking Care of Maya. It's on Netflix. Very, very. So, Jen, you said you saw it. Was there any time watching that your eyes got watery or you felt your tears coming down your face? I'm sensitive to stuff like that. You know what I mean? I get really emotional, but man, that one really got me. Especially, me being a father of 4 daughters, I criticize these things the most. I say how we don't know if vapes are worse than cigarettes because it just came out, There's no record of vapes being around for 40 years, so. Oh well, I'm going to die soon anyway. I'm not 20 years old. Life expectancy in America is what, 72, 71, some 68. I'm 52 years old. I'm not too far from that. So, where we at? Okay. Oh my God. I don't know if you can hear the raindrops, but it's raining. Yeah, ain't that sad? That they were telling the little girl in the hospital that your mom's in a mental institution, which she really wasn't. You know, they were just lying to her, telling her that she's going to be in foster care. One of the social workers said that she's going to adopt her. Like they were just lying to her. Like, and to the mother, telling the mother, "Oh, she don't even ask about you. She forgot about you. She's having a great time here. She's out of the room 95% of the time," which was a lie. I watched the trial. They asked her about that, and she said that's a lie. Maybe I will go to the rec room twice a week, maybe walk the halls once a day, but 90% of the time I was in my bed. I think I believe her. Okay, I think I believe her. John Hopkins, whatever hospital was trying to cover their ass. They were trying to cover their tracks. They're trying to make it look good. John Hopkins. They're in St. Petersburg, Florida. They were trying to make it look good, like they were taking care of her, that she improved, she got better, like all these lies. But did you watch the update, like on the case, during the trial, what they won, how much they won? Did you see that? Because that's the first thing in the documentary. It doesn't tell you how much they won. It just showed you like they kept getting denied for a trial jury, and they kept pushing it back. And 5 years went by, and they were disappointed, they were crying. At the end, it said that I think the DHS, the Human Services, they settled out. They settled out of court, but they didn't say nothing about John, Johns Hopkins Hospital. They didn't say nothing about that, so they took them to court. You see that? 261 million. $261 million they awarded the family. That was crazy. Even the son got 20 million. It was crazy for damages of him losing his mother. The son, he was 13 years old. He was 8 years old when he lost his mother, going on 9. Because he was 2 years younger than his sister, but he got 20 million for that, just for that simple. But altogether it was $261 million. 261 million. That's crazy. It's a lot of money. Yeah, you got to watch the trial. If you go to YouTube, Google the trial, you'll see everybody who took the stand. That the counselors. Oh man, you could tell they were lying. They were trying to cover up. You could tell the way they were stuttering, the way they were thinking too long. They couldn't answer the question right. Jury saw that. The jury saw that. You know what I mean? And then you'll see her testimony, how she's straightforward. She's not thinking. She's not stuttering. She's crying, bringing back a lot of emotions. Oh, man. That was sad, man, to watch. But, and when they read the verdict, John Hoskins responsible for, pain and suffering and the death of their mother. And when they said yes, her and her brother were just like broke out in tears. It was hard to hear the verdict because their crying was echoing through the courtroom. And they both had their heads down like this, covering their face, and you can hear the emotion. And the judge warned the court before the verdict was read that they don't want to hear no outbursts. But he didn't say nothing. He allowed it. The son and daughter was just very emotional. You can hear echo through the courtroom. They said in the one of the documentaries that I watched last night on YouTube that even some of the jurors were wiping tears from their eyes. It was very sad, man. Wow, that it was something. But yeah, Jen, there's a lot of more information. If you like the documentary on Netflix, there's a lot of things that you're gonna see on YouTube during the trial. Separate interviews with Maya, you know, and she tells a lot. You know, there's a lot of things that didn't say on Netflix. So you got to check that out. It was pretty awesome. I was looking into it. Yeah, that is a lot of money. But they said they can afford it. John Hopkins. They said they have $1 billion or something to pay out in situations like that. Like their cap is like $1 billion or something. So they can afford 261. You know. But very sad, man. But I'm like, let me see. Yeah, I never heard of that story, you know. And I like watching documentaries. You know what I mean? I was just going through Netflix and then I saw it, I read the thing. I'm like, this sounds interesting. You know what I mean? And then the first 5 minutes of it I was caught and I just started watching. It was an hour and a half. And I just started watching. It was like, wow. You know what's crazy about that documentary, Jen? That they were telling the courts that the child does not have, correct me if I'm wrong, wait, CRPS or something, whatever, in them words, in them letters, that the child did not have that. That her mother was shopping her around to all these doctors, and that's how they came up the Munchausen syndrome by proxy. They were claiming the mother was doing, abuse to try to get attention to herself. So the lawyers dug, when they were digging into the files and everything, they pulled out the bill that John Hopkins was billing the insurance company, like 12,000, 15,000, 22,000, 18,000, and at the bottom of the page it said that they were charging them. The treatment was for the CRPS, the same exact disease that they were telling the courts that the child don't have, that the mother's making it up. That's what they were billing the insurance company for treating a child for that disease. It is mind-boggling. Well, that was crazy right there, like that's nuts, um, it was just a lot of conspiracy going on, a lot of shit going on with that, man. That shit was crazy. I didn't know that. Baltimore. They're based in St. Petersburg, and they own Baltimore, just most of Baltimore. What, are they going to open up a one of their hospitals there? Cynthia, I'm not. I'm not going to the streets to get wound care. Ashley is. I'm just going to record it from my car. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that today. I don't know what I'm doing. It's raining right now. You don't hear the rain hitting? You don't hear that? It's raining. Yes, I just got done eating. But I forgot what day it was, Thursday or Friday. I was in Kensington and I did 2 videos, driving around by myself. I didn't upload it yet, but I'm going to upload one today. Sometime later on, I'm going to upload one of them. I didn't know that, Jen. I didn't know that. Man, Yeah, yeah. At the end of the documentary on Netflix, they were showing you clips of people that happened to. People went to jail. People went to jail for 300 days. There's a person in jail for 20 years for something they didn't even do. Hopkins Clinic or a hospital? John Hopkins is a hospital in St. Petersburg. That's it, right, Barb. Welcome back. I haven't been doing too much videos. If you go to my channel, you'll see the last 10 videos. Maybe like one is from Kennington, and the rest is about eagles and my son, kittens. I haven't been doing a lot of videos down there. Yeah, I knew that hospital was down in Florida. I didn't know it was in St. Petersburg, but I knew it was in Florida somewhere. But I didn't know about the Baltimore thing you were saying. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Okay. Man, it's supposed to rain all day. I didn't even watch the weather. I'm driving down to Florida in May, guys. Um, yeah, I got 7 new cats. Well, little kittens. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these kittens, man. 7. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these kittens, man. I mean, there's a couple people saying they want them, like on Facebook. But you know, they're gonna want me to drive it to them. I'm not doing all that. I'm not driving kittens all over, um, the area to drop them off. I'm not doing that. So I was just thinking about taking them to the shelter. They're doing good, Jen. They just started opening their eyes a couple days ago. But yeah, I'm thinking about just taking them all to the shelter. Um, Kittens, when you take kittens to a shelter, they all get adopted because everybody wants a kitten. Nobody wants a full-grown cat. Now, if you take a full-grown cat to the shelter, like an 8-year-old cat, most likely, if it, it's like 75% chance they're going to put it to sleep, you know, because nobody wants old cats. Everybody wants a kitten. They're not going to put a kitten to sleep, Someone will adopt them. And the reason why I like the shelter, she's not fixed. No, she had kittens. Are you asking after she had kittens? No, she's still nursing them. The kittens are like 2 weeks old. She's still nursing them. She's not in no condition to get fixed right now, you know. But there's a video on my channel, Barbara. If you didn't see it, when we found the kittens, they were under the bed in the laundry basket. We knew she was pregnant, but we didn't know she went into labor. And I was recording as we went in the room, and I heard Ashley screaming, "Michael, Michael, Michael, Michael!" And she scared the shit out of me. I thought something happened bad, and she was like, "She had her kittens. She had her kittens." So I grabbed the phone and started recording. I went to the bedroom, and I said, "Where?" And she says, "Under the bed." And the basket, and I was pulling the basket out, and I'm recording everything, so you're gonna watch it the same time I watched it. And I pulled the basket out, and there were the kittens with the mom nursing. So yeah, I started recording right away. But it's on my channel. Just go to my videos, and you'll see it. Fiji had the babies. Her name is Fiji. She had her babies. Well, I forgot the title, but you'll see it. It's like 3 or 4 videos back. Yeah, so she's a good mommy. She's a good mother. Very protective, as any mother should. But yeah. You know, I was talking about in my Kensington video that I did not upload yet. How when I was there, there was a lot of cops locking people up, pulling people over. That's why I left early. I started to leave. I had to, let me get out of here. And I talk about this. I think on my second video, I talk about this. Um, how they were looking at me and stuff. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you remember Morals Over Money. He got pulled over in Kensington because they saw him circling around the block. Like, you're not allowed to circle around the block. He's a YouTuber. He's filming. You know, and they gave him a hard time, and he was getting frustrated. You know what I mean? So I didn't want that to happen to me because I know my rights. And when you spill your rights, they get more angry at you. You know. So I said, let me get the hell out of here, and I left. You know, but yeah, they sure did. They sure did, Barbara. But what I was seeing down there was the police officers violating people's Fourth Amendment rights. And let me explain that if you don't know what the Fourth Amendment is. They have no right to search you unless you committed a crime. You know, it's like if I don't consent to search and seizures and they just jump out and search me, they're violating my Fourth Amendment. And since they're addicts and they treat them like they have no life, they act like they can violate their rights and get away with it. And they've been doing it. They're just walking up to anybody, give me your ID, you know, running their name, finding warrants, just violating their Fourth Amendment, you know. And their fifth, to remain silent. You know, a lot of them have warrants because they don't go to court. And they're sweeping them up the street, locking them up, thinking they're going to force them to get clean, which as an ex-addict, I am an addict, but as someone that was abusing that drug, you can't be forced to stop. You're going to have to do it on your own. So they're trying to force people to stop, you know. But yeah, it's sad what they're doing down there. Like, they're just violating people left and right, you know. You don't have to show your ID unless you're expected of a crime or about to commit a crime or in the process of committing a crime, you know. And then they try to charge you like with obstruction. If you don't give them your ID, you're hindering my investigation. That's what they'd like to say, hindering my investigation. And what they don't realize and understand that obstruction is a secondary charge. You know, for you to be charged with obstruction, you have to be charged with something and then not provide ID. Now you're obstructing. You know what I mean? So they don't understand that it's a secondary charge. How are you going to charge somebody for obstructing because they don't want to give you their ID? They're investigating you for something you didn't do. You're walking down the street and they want to know who you are. And if you don't give them your ID, they're going to charge you with obstructing. But like I said, it's a secondary charge. How are they going to charge you with that without charging for the first one? You know what I mean? It's just, they just violate people's rights over and over and over again, you know? What the hell happened? There we go. But that's what they do, you know. Oh, they don't want to. They don't want to fuck with me, man. I hit them with the law, you know. I go by the law. I don't go by your policies, you know. You're supposed to be law fighting officers, not feeling officers, you know. They swore took an oath to defend the Constitution and protect our rights. And when they're violating those rights, you know, I don't know what it is. Some cops, like, Some, I'm not going to say all cops, man, because I know good cops. You know what I mean? I heard good cops smash bad cops. These are the guys that are giving us bad names. You know, so there's a lot of good cops out there, but it's just the bad ones that give the good ones a bad name. Think about it, you know. Some children get traumatized when they see a cop shoot their dad, and for the rest of their lives, until the day they die, they don't trust cops. You know, it's sad, you know, when there's a lot of good cops out there. But there's just some cops that put the badge on and think they can do whatever they want. You know, I'm a cop. I got a gun and badge. I'm gonna violate you. I'm gonna make you give me your ID. I'm make you do shit. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, listen. They're law enforcement. Law enforcement. If you break the law, that's who comes because they're law enforcement. If you don't break the law, they have no right even speaking to you. You know, they have no right to tell you to come here, you know, or give me your ID. Where are you going? Where are you coming from? If you ever get stopped with the police, all you're required to do is give your insurance, registrations, and license. You're not required to tell them where you're going, where you came from. Did you have something to drink tonight? You know, you have the right to plead the fifth, remain silent. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't know that. They think because they're cops, you have to answer their question. They're not the judge. You have to answer the judge, not no police officer that enforced law. If you get pulled over for eating a red light, you didn't commit a crime. You didn't break the law. It was a violation of traffic. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to answer any of their questions, especially when they say, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" You don't have to answer that. You know what I mean? Let them. You tell me. You pulled me over. I didn't pull you over. You know. Just be quiet. Just give them what you're supposed to give them, and don't answer no questions. That's it. You know, I want to remain silent. You want to give me a warning? You want to give me a ticket? Go ahead. But don't. Some people talk too much. You know, where you coming from? Where you going? And you know what I mean? Like answer. All you doing is burying yourself. If you did something wrong, you're burying yourself. That's all you're doing. Just be quiet. Don't say nothing. Especially if you feel it was unjustified to stop. You know, if you feel like he's lying, then don't even talk to him. You know, give me a ticket, give me a warning. I got a dash cam here. I'll take it to court. That's all. You know. Barbara, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by, Barbara. And welcome back. Please hit the like button on the way out. It's good to hear from you again. So yeah, Kensington is still bad. It's not as much as people down in Kensington now as it used to be. But they're gonna start coming out now. This is the first week of spring. That's when you're gonna start seeing them all again. You know, are they gonna be a big force of cops coming in waiting for them for the summertime? I don't know. Only time will tell, right? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I'm about to get the hell out of here, man. But probably go home, edit that. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go home and edit that first video. It'll be on in a few hours. If you're watching this tonight or the next day, it's already on my channel. Because once I leave this live, it'll probably be up in 2-3 hours. The video from Thursday, I think it was Thursday. I'm not. It could have been Friday. I think it was Thursday. Wait, it was Thursday. It was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. I was in Kensington Thursday. I didn't even look at the video yet. That's how busy I was the whole weekend. But I'm gonna go back now, go into my camera, take out the little SIM card, put it in my phone, go into my Power Director, and start editing it so I can upload it to YouTube. Driving by like I always do now. But okay, Cynthia, Jen, everybody, I'm gonna head on out. I just wanted to come here and chat with you guys, people in the live, people watching the replay. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment if you want, and I'm out of here. Love is the key, drama free, guys. Peace.